Today we're going to talk about earthquake in Wenchuan, China. So Wenchuan is located in Sichuan province of China, resides in a mountain region with significant elevation variations, ranging from 1,000 to 4,000 meters. Based on the tectonic setting, Wenchuan has a higher likelihood of experiencing earthquakes, as it sits in the Longmenshan fault zone. This region is highly active due to the ongoing collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. The range of earthquake intensity can vary from moderate to extremely severe, primarily due to the compression between these tectonic plates. The steep terrain amplifies the effect of earthquake as it increasing the likelihood of landslides and thereby increasing the damage. Historically, 3 major earthquakes with magnitude greater than 7 has occurred along Longmenshan fault zone. Based on these records, it is evident that the likelihood of an earthquake occurring in Wenchuan is high. Although major earthquakes are less frequent than moderate ones, the probability of a moderate to major earthquake in this region remains higher compared to other fault zones. For example, the fault zone in San Andreas has only experienced one moderate earthquake with magnitude 6 since 2000.
So here are 3 physical factors that may intensify the impact of earthquake. Firstly, as we mentioned before, Wenchuan County is located between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate, which is close to the Longmenshan fault. So it will have high seismic activities due to the tectonic collision between the 2 plates and the fault line. And secondly, as we can see in this picture, Wenchuan is located on the Tibet Plateau, which is a mountainous terrain. It has many steep slopes and a high altitude, which can play an important role in the development of landslides. And this can make the earthquake more severe. Finally, Wenchuan is near to many rivers and reservoirs, such as the Zipingpu Reservoir. The proximity to water resources also intensifies the impact of earthquake, because this water can add more stress to the hypocenter of the earthquake. And there are also some warning signs for the oncoming earthquake. A frequent sequence of seismic activities can indicate the occurrence of earthquake. For example, we can detect the P waves and S wave emitted by the rupturing fault. And besides, we can monitor the ground deformation. If there are some changes in the Earth's surface or shifts in the landscape, this can show that there is an upcoming earthquake. Finally, we can refer to the historical pattern of earthquake in the same region. If something that is happening here is similar to what happened before, it can be a warning sign for the earthquake.
Now, let's talk about social risk factors. During the earthquake, the primary individuals affected will be local residents. According to the 2010 Chinese census, the current population of Wenchuan is over 100,000, which includes various ethnic groups such as Chang, Han, and other ethnic minorities. Visitors will also be primarily individuals affected by earthquakes, as they may come from areas that never experienced any earthquake and they're not prepared. The damage to the large number of visitors is also considerable. Since the 2008 earthquake, the government has made tons of efforts to improve public awareness and preparedness for earthquakes. Some actions that the government took include the dissemination of earthquake knowledge, earthquake emergency drills, and prevention education. The access to emergency service and Medicare isn't something to worry about. After experiencing with a major earthquake in this region, the government already had a plan. For example, in the 2008 earthquake, about 130,000 soldiers and armed planes went to Wenchuan to aid in rescue efforts. Temporary field hospitals were established to provide emergency Medicare. Moreover, the government coordinated international aid and medical supplies from other countries. Since the 2008 earthquake, Wenchuan has been improving building codes, which made the construction of buildings more earthquake resistant. Old buildings are planned for further reinforcement.
Okay, let's look at the impact brought by Wenchuan earthquake. This disaster resulted in large number of casualties immediately after the earthquake. According to the data, there are about 90,000 deaths and nearly 375,000 people get injured during this hazard. Also, the earthquake caused widespread destruction to the local infrastructure, like most buildings collapsed and roads and bridges were destroyed, which makes the rescue more difficult and lead to further casualties. In the short term, Wenchuan urgently needs a large amount of food, water, and medicine to help people who survive from these disasters. Okay, let's move on to the long-term impact. In the long term, the local government need to spend a lot of money and effort on reconstruction and displacement. The earthquake brings huge damage to the local agriculture too. According to the report, there are about up to 70% of rice fields have been damaged and overall livestock loss are estimated about $2 billion. That will cause food shortage in the Sichuan province for a long time. And also, the earthquake can cause post-disaster mental problems for people who experiences these disasters and affect their life for a very, very long time.
To respond to a disaster, we need immediate search and rescue operations, medical services for injuries, infrastructure assessments, and emergency shelters. For long term, we'll focus on rebuilding infrastructure, providing psychological support, and promoting economic recovery through job creations. And for the existing resources, China has the People's Liberation Army and emergency response teams, along with the temporary field hospitals and international aid. While these resources were effective in past events, such as the 2008 Wenchuan earthquake, challenges like reaching the remote areas quick and efficiently highlight the need for continued improvement. So China has been using helicopters more and more frequently. For the future planning, available impacts included poor building codes and lack of public awareness. We recommended enforcing better construction standards, improving early warning systems, and conducting community drills. Our target audiences are government agencies, international organizations, and local communities. And education is the key. We should integrate disaster preparation courses into school and use digital platforms for awareness and hold community workshops. Learning from the organizations like the Red Cross and USGS can also provide valuable insights for effective disaster responses. And that's all. Thanks for listening. And this is our citation list.